Step 10, the follow-up to networking. This is the difference between good networkers and amazing networkers. The amazing networkers have a strategy in following up and staying connected with the existing contact base. Those that are able to manage their relationships and stay connected with people and build those connections are the ones that really prosper at the end of the day. A good networker might be able to go to a networking event and make good connections with people. However, it's all lost if you don't manage those networks and stay connected with people. So we're going to look at a follow-up strategy to making sure that you're really effective in managing your database of new connections. The rise of social media has made that a lot more easier and has opened up more avenues for us to follow up and stay connected with people at the same time. Obviously, networks are a long-term strategy for you to connect with people, build relationships, build your branding as well in your community, and it's a very effective way at doing that. One of the things is that you need to do it regularly. You need to go to networking events on a regular basis. It needs to be in your calendar. You need to book in and attend these events as often as possible. I do encourage people to go to a range of networking events and try to utilize the different connections. However, you need to focus on a few events that you go to regularly. Okay, so it's important that you find those events that you enjoy, that you find that are a benefit to you, and go to them regularly. That way people will get to know who you are, what you do, and how you do it best, and continue to refer you to other people. Generally, one connection doesn't result in people referring and recommending you very often. It takes time, and it's a long-term strategy that you need to put in place and attend these events regularly. So the focus we call is 24/7/30, and really what it comes down to is that you're going to contact someone after a networking event in 24 hours. That's the bare minimum. I generally try to do it in 12 hours after a networking event. Okay, and that's because I only really swap business cards with people who I'm serious about connecting with. So I don't waste my time with people who give me business cards who haven't taken an effort to connect with me and empower my business, or haven't had a real good conversation with me. So I contact people within 24 hours, absolutely. I then try to follow up with that person with a phone call or another email within 7 days. And if you haven't really been able to establish a connection yet, if you are struggling, however, within the 7 days, generally these days I tell them to connect with me on Facebook or Twitter, and that way is able to maintain the relationship for a long period of time. I then will connect with them again in 30 days, and if they haven't bothered to connect with me after that, I won't do anything more. That's it. So 24/7/30. Connect with them immediately after the networking event. Follow up in 7 days with either a phone call or an email, some way sharing information. Again, always coming from a position of giving, and then again giving 30 days later and following up on how that connection went for them. So the important thing is here that you have a strategy. I tend to funnel my connections into social media streams like Facebook and Twitter. That is my focus at the moment. You have to find what's best for you. Do you want them to go into a newsletter? How can you share information with them quickly and easily, and how can you build that relationships? What can you send them? How can you give? These are all part of the strategies that you need to define before you go to networking events, and come up with a clear outline of how you're going to manage your relationships. I've given you some suggestions below in the email. Have a look through the suggestions, find what works best for you, create a strategy that you can implement effectively over a long-term basis, and that will allow you to manage your relationships. The fact is that social media and the new online presence can be very effective, but you also remember there's a lot of other information out there as well. So how can you provide content, rich, good quality content that people want to read and learn about as often as possible, so you can turn potential clients into a long-term business client, because you've continued to give and give and give, and people will refer you from that. So good luck, enjoy networking, and enjoy the follow-up process. And when you've got a nice down-packed follow-up process, manage your clients, and you find a stream of clients will follow up from there. Good luck and enjoy the process.